Sabina's World Q&A.
She's been on a 1-year trip. If you don't know anything about this, then click the...
Check out the other videos first. Get updated.
Okay, so this next question is from Evelina Ramirez Peña. Can you go over where and how long did it take for you to get visas for other countries and also the money exchange process?
What I did is I got a...
First of all, with our passports, it's not
visas.
that difficult to get visas. So,
yeah. So basically, I think I just got a visa for the US and Australia beforehand, because the other visas you get on site when you get there. Some places you need a visa, but if you stay 15 days or 30 days or something like that, tour, yeah. So for a Swedish person, it's really easy. Otherwise, you can do it online. But
visa.
I do want to warn people, take care, because I did this mistake actually twice. Not the same mistake exactly, but when I applied for my visa...
Fool me once.
Yeah, I know, shame on me. When I applied for the visa for the US, I had actually checked it out and everything before, and then when I applied for it through a website. It's like a fake website, although it's not fake.
They give you the visa.
They give you the visa, but they just charge you a lot to apply it for you.
Yeah.
So what you do is you do the same thing that you would do if you applied it directly in the right website.
We went to the US in that summer, not at the same time, but we were there at the same time, so I also applied for the visa at the same time, and it cost me like $9, I think?
Yeah, and it cost me like $50 or $45 or something, so I paid way too much. Beware, beware.
Talk to other people who have been there also, so they know.
Yeah.
Mention the Australia visa. You have to go to...
You have to be outside of the country.
You have to be outside of the country.
So you cannot apply. If you have to get a visa before you get into the country. If you have one type of visa and you want to get another type of visa...
So she had a tourism visa, I suppose?
Yeah.
And then she wanted a working permit.
Yeah. So even though I had already one visa and I was allowed to be in the country, I had to go out of the country in order to apply for the other visa that I wanted.
Which is to be able to work there. So she went to the Philippines for like a couple of weeks?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then while the visa
process... But we have the
was
videos on that.
Anything about money exchange? Was it difficult?
No. It could be good to maybe get some money beforehand, but I didn't do that actually. I had my credit card. I had several cards. I had Visa and I had a MasterCard, and I don't want to have, like, in case something happens, I wanted to have different cards. And then I also had one additional one with which I can actually withdraw money without them charging anything. So I used that to withdraw money in the countries that I was in, and when you withdraw money with your card, you get the national currency. So that is really convenient.
So I think that the conclusion for Evelina's question is that it depends which country
where you're from and where you're going.
So for us, since we have European Union passports, it's not so difficult to get visas. If you're from another country, maybe you have to have a much longer process. I know a lot of people that.
But check it out beforehand. I did a chart. I actually checked out where I wanted to go, and I did a chart in which I filled in what kind of visas, how long the visas are valid.
Some countries you need to have a passport that's valid for a certain amount of time.
Oh yeah, for at least like half a year after.
Make sure you look at that also.
Check out what you need, what kind of vaccines you need, because sometimes you need. It's good to have something when you're going to a certain country to be vaccinated against some things that are common in that place. But sometimes you actually need, in order to be able to get into a country, like yellow fever for instance, is required that you have a vaccine against that in order to be able to get into certain countries.
Is it true that you're not allowed to bring fruit into Australia?
Yeah, you're not allowed to bring like anything in or out of.
Next question is from Rick Whitehead. Which place is the happiest, friendliest, and was there any place that felt unfriendly or scary?
I think that, as I said, Tonga is really friendly. I think everywhere, I was really lucky during my trip, because everywhere I went I just met with people that have been very friendly and helpful and, you know, have a good attitude.
So any scary or unfriendly place?
So if you're going to Samoa, for instance, they are very my experience is that many men were looking to marry a foreigner, and they want to get out of the country and marry like a foreigner.
I think that's not just for Samoa, I think that's for a lot of countries.
That's for a lot of countries, but Samoa is where I felt it the most, that they were really after that.
Did you say yes to any of them?
Oh, I married 20.
Oh, cool.
Congratulations!
Congrats!
Nah, no rings.
Maybe if somebody proposes to you like 30 seconds after they meet you, it's not because they're in love with you.
Yeah.
So maybe you should consider that.
Yeah.
Maybe you should say yes.
If you're traveling, if you're a female and you're traveling on your own, or you're traveling maybe with another female friend, just beware.
Don't accept any proposals unless you've known them for at least 2.5 hours.
Yeah. Just say no if there's something that you're not comfortable with. Actually, what I want to say is that where I felt a little bit the most scared would probably be Cambodia, because people are a little bit more aggressive. Not aggressive, but in the sense... Not violent, but more if they want to sell something to you, because there's a lot of poverty there. So I felt it more than in other Asian countries. Maybe I was more exposed to it, I don't know. But I did feel that there was a higher risk of getting robbed or something.
So Chaudhry Mohammed Rashid asks,
okay,
did you feel special during your trip?
I feel extremely lucky, extremely
blessed.
Yeah.
Hashtag blessed.
Fortunate to have been able to do this trip and to have met all the people that I met and had all the experiences that I had. I do feel special in that way, for real.
Shiraz Visir, sorry if I mispronounced it, you should do a video on getting over travel withdrawal. I think that would be helpful to a lot of people. I actually want to add something to this question. While you were traveling, did you have home withdrawal? And when you came home, did you have travel withdrawal?
Well, while I was traveling, because you're nowadays so connected with Facebook, Skype, everything, I didn't really have that much home withdrawal, because I was so busy getting all these new impressions, and I was so much in touch with my friends and family, so no, it felt good.
It felt like we never even got rid of her, like, what's the point?
Like the couple of weeks before I came back, when I was coming back, that's when I felt it the most, because that was the end of my trip and I was almost going to come home, and that was kind of what I was thinking and that's when I felt it a little bit more, that okay, no, I just want to be home now. When I came back, I had so much to do. I really had, like, it was crazy.
Okay, sorry, battery.
Okay,
go back.
And I took away my lipstick because I thought it was a little too much. I had so much to do, so I didn't have really that much time to think about that. It's now that I'm starting to think, oh, I miss Sydney, I want to go back, and I'll just always remember this trip as, you know, with a smile.
Is there any country that you would have wanted to visit during this trip that you missed?
Oh, I would have liked to go to China and Japan. I didn't have time for that, and I don't think I could afford that either, even if I did have time. Yeah, those seem very interesting and very different from what I've seen before.
Okay, so if you have any more questions, or if I'm very sorry if I've missed your question, I may not have written all of them down.
We'll post more videos on the trip, because you haven't seen the whole thing. Not even half, I think.
No. I just gave up. I was like, can't do this.
They're coming up.
Question for you. If you could just have like a full year, and let's not say unlimited amounts of money, but like a pretty generous budget, what countries would you choose to put on your trip? Because I'm very curious to know like what other people would choose. Because I just know what she chose, and it was, you know, what she's been telling you about: Canada, America, the Pacific Islands, New Zealand, Australia, Southeast Asia, finally Dubai. Yeah, finally Dubai, and then back home. So yeah, so answer this question. You have 1 year, you have you know, an okay budget to travel. So which countries would you choose? Would you go west, east, or, you know, how long would you stay in each country? So that's what I want to know. And I hope that I will see you on the next. No,
won't see anyone.
I won't see anyone on the next video. Everybody will say,
Post the
see you
video.
on the next video. You'll see me on the next video.
Yeah.
No, I'll
See us in the next video.
So
we'll pretend as if we're seeing you.
Yeah, we're
Although
looking
we
at you right
aren't.
now. I'm looking at you. Why are you eating popcorn?
Okay, looking.
I'm looking at you.
Keeping an eye on you.
Yeah, don't do that.
Don't do that face.
Why are you doing that? Okay, my mom is calling us. We have to go eat now.
We're having dinner.
We're having dinner.
So
good luck to
have your
everyone.
dinner.
Go have your dinner.
bye.